populations are a problem globally. They're a problem, I think, for different reasons. They're a problem because of what they do to the women who have large families, who have fewer and fewer control over their lives, and they're a problem in some places because of the strain they place on local environments about things like food production. But they're not generally a problem for global warming, because population is increasing among people whose carbon footprint is negligible. There's a massive difference between the carbon footprint of people, frankly, people like us and people across the rest of the northern world, where birth rates are fairly stagnant, and the very, very low or negligible carbon footprint of rising populations. So I think from an Oxfam perspective, we think rising populations are a significant issue for development, and we do a lot of work around that, but they're not particularly, the climate impact of rising populations is very, very small because of where the populations are rising and the carbon footprint of those that people produce.
The population is growing fastest. They are generally the people with the smallest environmental impact. And in some places, people who virtually have zero environmental impact. They're really not consuming any fossil fuels at all. And the danger is that population, which is about the only issue for which we in the rich nations are not responsible, becomes a scapegoat for environmental issues, where we point the finger and say, oh, it's all those people in other countries, in other words, the poor people, who are responsible for this environmental issue. And actually, you know, in almost all cases, it's us who are responsible for the environmental issues. And for all the reasons Chris said, there are very good reasons to help people have control over their fertility and control over family planning. But climate change, certainly in the next few decades, is not one of those reasons, because the immediate things which have to be done now are things which have to be done by the rich nations. And the impoverished people, very, very poor people, having more children actually puts very little load onto the